Good afternoon. My name is Jim Dean. I'm the co-founder and CEO of LowerMyAssessment.com. And with me on stage is my co-founder and colleague, Greg Hout. We're pleased to announce the launch of our site in conjunction with FinovateStartup 2009, so we're going to just dive right in. First of all, a little bit about why we're here. By some estimates, as much as 60% of the residential real estate in the United States right now is overassessed. This followed a steep upward value trend from 2001 through 2008. And unfortunately, as many of us are aware, we've seen the retracement of that appreciation. Unfortunately, property assessments have remained at elevated levels. So we have a single mission at LowerMyAssessment to help homeowners save money on property taxes. We do this with an appealing, simple user interface that walks the visitor through the process in less than 10 minutes. So our site is built around a series of calls to action, button-driven. You can see in our FairValue Calculator. So the way we start the process is a user would check the value button, click the check your value button for free, and that's going to start the visitor down 1 to 3 paths. We use a traffic signal analogy, red, yellow, and green. The first property, the 18th court, we're going to click back. We're going to see it's red. Red simply means an appeal is not advised. So this is our safety mechanism to keep people from appealing an assessment which could result in them actually seeing their bill raised. So in this case, the assessed value is either fair or below market value. The next property we're going to go into is our intermediate path, which we call our yellow path, which is we're going to need some more information. This is the 18th court property. You can see that the value will come back. These are all real properties. And the value is going to come back, although the assessed value is higher than the fair market value, the differential is a little close that we want to find some more information from the client. This is, again, we're trying to be working the best interest of the client here, so we're going to ask them maybe things about the absolute value of the property. We're going to do some break-even analysis for them. We're going to have to find some more information out before we advise the client to proceed down the path to purchase the appeal or package. So now we'll move into the final path, which is the green path. The green path is where we want our properties to be. Obviously, this is where we do our work. So this is a case where this property, the 114th Avenue Southeast, is a case where the assessed value is clearly above the fair market value. So we can really help this client out. So you can see how quick the calculator returns. Whoop, too quick. But typically, one of the things we've really taken great pains on this site is to make this value return fast. We use a vendor in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's a very robust AVM model. This is not a Zillow value. This is a financial institution grade product. So you can see in this case we have a $78,000 differential between the assessed value and the market value of the property. So this represents in this jurisdiction approximately a $700 to $800 a year saving for the client. So we can help this client, and we want to. So the way we do this is we want them to proceed to the next step. So, and this is we're going to go to the registration area here. And the registration area is all clients will come through here if they end up purchasing. But also those other paths, the red and yellow path, if the client wants to have us monitor the value of their property, that's accomplished here too. We do what's called a free fair value monitoring service, and we'll ping that value and notify the client when and if it makes sense for them to pursue an appeal. So we have, for the sake of brevity, we've preloaded some data in here. But so now we go onto the user interface. The client is registered. They go through the tabs. It's really simple. These are mapped per jurisdiction. So we've actually gone out. We're currently in 10 states. We've gone out though to all these states, county by county. We've mapped the forms, the processes, and the questions. Where these are dynamically generated forms. The client will go through. These are typically all readily available in their tax statements or online at their county assessor. They'll answer the questions, proceed to checkout. Very simple. So we're going to go ahead and move on. A couple more questions. Now they're at checkout. At checkout, they'll receive a confirmation message. We don't deliver the file electronically at checkout. So they'll receive a confirmation message, and they'll get a confirmation email with a key. So what's going to happen then is, well, let me back up a little bit. Why do they buy here? We have a threefold value proposition. There's three components to it. First is the return on investment. You know, from the tax savings. This is a year after year saving that we can get a client. This is a big bang item. This is, you know, this client's $700. We've had cases where it's $7,000 of savings can be affected very easily. The second is the time savings. Just the researching that goes into this, the learning the jargon, the obstacles that are thrown your way, meeting the timelines. It can be just crazy. And I've talked to people in the room that have actually done appeals, and they've had some real stories to tell. So the third is the upfront savings versus an appraisal. To get a full residential appraisal, just to start the process, $300 to $500. Our $124.95 price point basically gives them all the forms they need, a valuation model, a comparable sale-driven valuation model that should meet any standard of any assessor's office in the country. And it's just a really good value. So, you know, we have a little bit about the market. The market for this product is immense, as you can tell. We have 115 million residential properties in the United States right now. Some estimates show as high as 60% of them are overassessed. That's 69 million, 70 million properties in our radar. So we're currently in 10 states. We plan to be in all states by the end of the third quarter of 2009. A little bit about kind of the passion that went behind starting this. Property taxes, when you start looking at this, unlike income tax or sales tax, property taxes aren't transparent. Most people don't know how they're determined or what you can do to minimize them. We make it simple for them. Again, our mission is to save homeowners